Hello there guys, so it's Joey and this is going to be sort of my third and final sort of celebration haul to do with the good news and things. So I decided to pick up a few bits and pieces and I went crystal shopping, and I originally was thinking I probably wasn't going to record it, but I know a few people have done crystal hauls lately, and I mentioned to Miss Faywitch that I'd picked up some new crystals and she asked if I was going to record it, so I will record it and put it out there, along with a few candles and one other bit that I picked up. So I picked up some Yankee candles actually, and I thought I would talk about them and share them. I bought them with a specific purpose in mind, which if you're on Facebook you know about, but I'm not really going to talk about that out, you know, on YouTube on thing. It was to do with celebrating a new addition to my magical workings, but I wanted to do something special to honour that new magical path. It's not really a path, equipment and opening of self. So the first thing I got was some of these beautiful Yankee black coconut. Now they're actually the tea lights. I thought I grabbed the votives, but I didn't. I grabbed the tea lights, which is a bit of a shame. I may go back at some point and get some of the votives. Now, according to the Yankee website, they are rich coconut, cedarwood and island blossoms. So this is a kind of a Morrigan-esque thing for me, and it was tying into the sensuality of the Morrigan-esque energies. I'm actually going to look up coconut and see if it's in the cutting handbook, and then talk a little bit about, yeah, it is feminine, water, purification, protection, chastity. Hang a whole coconut in the home for protection. That would be an odd thing to have hanging around the house. I'd probably walk into it if I had a coconut hanging in the house. I know how clumsy I am. And in the herbal compendium, coconut is listed as also a funeral herb. Can be integrated into rituals of death and dying. Or method to prepare a shell which can be carried among the family and friends, collecting slips of papers for good wishes and expressions of love for the deceased. So it kind of has a sort of a Morrigan energy in two ways. It kind of has that death energy, but it also has this sort of sensuality that I always associate with coconut. Now, I'm going to show you what the individual tea lights look like. Just, you know, dupe, really interesting. But they really smell really gorgeous, and I have this odd relationship with coconut that I cannot abide the taste, but I love the smell. So I can't eat it because I'm just like, no, you smell so good, but you taste so nasty. And it's interesting for me how it appeals to one sense and not another, and it's always been one of those sort of stark contrasts of duality with coconut for me. The smell reminds me of all sorts of things. I love the smell of coconut on my skin, which can be reminiscent of summer with the most suntan lotion smelling of coconut. But I used to smell coconut all the time because I used to love like the body butters and stuff before Body Shop sold out. So for me, it's kind of like an integral part of my witchy scent, if that makes any sense. Maybe not. So I got some of those, and I got two votives. The first being Midnight Jasmine. Oh, excuse me. Sorry about that. Right, so this one is a Midnight Jasmine, and Jasmine is, according to the herbal compendium anyway, female, feminine, there's some very odd meanings in there. It's all about Dianic temples. Hang on, let's just have a look at the... Okay, feminine, water, and the moon. Love, money, prophetic dreams. Attracting love, as particularly on a spiritual basis. Prophetic dreams and help for sleep. Now, midnight jasmine I find completely sensual, so it has that. To me, it evokes the idea of a priestess in a garden, and it's surrounded by midnight jasmine. You know, the scent in the air, the heaviness in the air, all in white. Very connected to the moon. Very high priestess card from tarot energy style. Very much connecting to purpose and divination and stepping between worlds. That's how I feel about jasmine. So there is that. And then, last but not least, from the Yankee selection, I found them in the garden centre on sale, by the way, so I was super pleased, is Sicilian lemon. And additionally, well, there are two things additionally. One, I have some lemon drying downstairs in the dehydrator. I was going to bring it up, but it's not quite dry enough yet. And I also grabbed a lemon essential oil, because right now I'm completely and freaking obsessed with the scent of lemon, and it's never ever happened to me before. Lemon is probably the least citrus flavour that I like. I really enjoy citrus scent. I've been obsessed recently with blood orange, as people know. I'm a lifetime obsessee about lime, but recently lemon has been coming into it quite a bit. So lemon from the Herbal Compendium brings romance into one's life. You should make an effort to make it part of your full moon work. It can be used within the Great Rite or any sexual work. But the essential oil in particular is also a purification. So one moment while I pull up the essential oil meanings. It's 11:11 for all you people who like your numbers. Whilst I'm recording this, lemon, 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 lemon. Come on. Cleanser, enabling the person to focus and centre. It allows the psyche to attract all positivity. It opens one to the fruitfulness of life. Represents the earth, the moon and water. Can be used in cleansing and purification, as well as opening your spiritual awareness, clarity and rejuvenation. There's a huge moon energy going on right now, I've just realised, and it's going to continue into my crystals. So I think with the upcoming full moon is probably going to be a really potent one for me. Okay, so there was just some fun little candles and then essential oil, and then the rest is crystals, which I said I'd share, so let's pop those out of the way a minute. Okay, so I went to the market and I also went to my local holistic place. The local holistic place didn't have anything new, but I wanted the essential oil, and I grabbed another slightly larger rainbow moonstone. Now, I don't know if I'm going to be able to get the shimmer on camera because it's very grey today. It's raining. It's beautiful. I keep recording when it's raining, but okay. So this one actually has a shimmer along it. Is it that side? Yeah, it is. Okay, right. And hopefully, I mean, I don't think, oh, that might have just caught it. I really need a really nice piece of rainbow moonstone, like really high shine, because I prefer it to the normal moonstones, you know, the sort of peachy coloured moonstones, that they don't do it for me. And I guess this is because I'm shiny. I'm full on Firefly. If you understand that reference, I love you. but I prefer things that shine and shimmer. Am I right, magpie, like that? There's been a lot of magpies around lately as well. So, Rainbow Moonstone from the Book of Stones acts as a prism that diffuses energy throughout the aura. It assists in clearing of the psychic senses and the mind and brings the frequency of joy to one's energy field. It is a positive protection stone, helping to deflect negativity and densities before they enter the energy field. It's particularly good for psychic protection and maintaining clarity of energy while working on an intuitive level. Can help clearing the emotional body. That's a nicer Asian's interpretation. Robert Simmons. These remarkably beautiful gemstones emanate great vitality and life voice. Life voice? Oh my god. Life voice, life voice. I have no idea what life voice is. Right, okay. Exuberant joy. There you go. It's making me be silly to... Nothing to do with me tripping over my words for the last week. Offer gifts of inner peace and harmony, emotional balance, strength, purification, and transformation of negativity, as well as psychic protections. These traits are common to moonstones generally. However, rainbow moonstones vibrates much more powerfully than the other varieties. This is why I like it. It's a little packy punch of moonstone. They remind us that our individuality is precious. They help us to find the courage to remain cheerfully true to ourselves, even when we are under pressure to surrender by others. Aligned with the energies of the goddess, through which we can commune with the energies and spirits of nature, from plant devas to galactic consciousnesses. So there's that. And now we're going to move on to the bits that I got from the market, right? So, for anyone who hasn't seen any of the crystal videos before, occasionally I get to go to the local market in the next town over, and there's a lady there who, she's amazing, and she's really helpful, and every time I go, I manage to find something amazing. Now, actually, I think everything that I picked up this time is pretty darn special. I picked up 4 things. And I actually haven't taken the prices off, but I don't suppose it matters. But the first thing I want to show you is actually another moonstone. Now this is a palm stone, and it's a black moonstone, or grey moonstone, depending on what you call them. Right, so it's a palm stone. It's quite big. Yeah, there you go. It's quite big. I think I paid 7 for it. And now, the first thing about this is the only black moonstone that I've been able to get hold of is the ones that Ange sent me, because they just don't seem to have them in a lot of shops here in England for whatever reason. The second thing is, I was umming and ahhing about this, like looking at it, and I picked it up and I was like, oh my god. I had energy go right through my arm, like the second I picked it up, and my head swam, and I was like, oh, this is coming home with me. It spoke to me like that. So, from the Book of Stones, is a stone of perceiving beyond the veil. It's a powerful stone for the clairvoyant, which is my initial psychic sense as a child, if you like, and the shaman. Assisting one in moving into the unseen realms. Is also called the new moonstone and carries the mysterious and powerful energies of the new moon, wherein all things exist as potential. It's a powerful magnifier of intention and can assist one in bringing forth creations from the void. If I can see the little bag that I keep the ones that Ange sent me, I'll grab that, because that's got other meanings as well. Yeah. Okay. Is a stone of hope and wishing for new beginnings, a good companion for travellers, often called the Traveller's Stone. Intuitive sources suggest that its energies are soothing and nurturing. Enlightenment, and psychic ability. So those are the meanings that are on the little card that Ange sent, that came with the crystals that she sent me. And since she sent me them, I haven't seen them anywhere else. And this is a Morrigan moonstone, as far as I'm concerned. The rainbow moonstone is as well, but the time of the new moon and the dark moon just before the new moon are particularly sacred to me. They are my favourite times of the month, moon phase wise. I love those times. They're the times I rededicate every month, and they're going into the void, going into the other world, and really coming to an understanding of yourself and the understanding of balance that is required in all things, and the potential and seeds of growth, and it's just very Morrigan. So I'm entirely excited to work with this stone. The stone completely went poof, picked me up, because I was umming and ahhing until I picked it up, and then I just like, nope, it's coming home with me. It's incredible. So another shaman stone, and one of my personal favourites of course, is Labradorite. So hopefully you'll get a good view. This is quite a nice shimmer. It has a tiny little bit of purple in it, and don't know about the back. The back doesn't have as much flash on. Hang on, I'll get the. This one was also £7. It's another palm stone. She's pretty reasonable on the market compared to a lot of places in England. I'm aware that, you know, Americans can get theirs cheaper, but it's lovely. It's really, really lovely. So that's pretty good flash-wise, just sat there. Labradorite is another shamanistic stone. It's a theme with me at the minute. And I will pull up the meanings from the book, but I could talk at length. Stone of magic awakens one's innate magical powers. The term magic refers to mental and intuitive abilities which include, but are not limited to, clairvoyance, telepathy, astral travel, prophecy, psychic reading, access to akashic records, past life recall, communication with higher spirits, and coincidental control, which is the practice of the observed degree of synchronicity and serendipity within one's own life. Voyager's self-discovery cannot be used for anything negative. Is a powerful wind element stone used for magic and divination, the inner eye, strength, the unity behind apparent duality. It assists one in recognizing the interconnectedness of all duality and the unity of creation. For shamans, magicians, and other sorcerers, spelled S-O-U-R-C-E and then ers, it is a protective and powerful stone that aids in recalling experiences one has had in other realms, helping in moving into alternate states of consciousness, force field throughout the aura, protecting and strengthening others from tapping into your personal energy without your permission, stops people from draining you. And so on and so forth. Right, one of the descriptions I really, really like of Labradorite is when they call it the Temple of the Stars. And for me, it's my spirit stone. It connects me with the realm of spirit, my goddesses, energies and spirits, and it just lifts my vibration like nothing else on earth. And for me, it is walking into the Temple of the Stars. I love it. I'm going to sit and hold you. Do you want to be held by me? Yes, you do. Okie dokie. Right, the next one is also very interesting. Let's just try and see if it's in the Book of Stones. I didn't actually check this one. I'm assuming it will be. Going through the book, waiting for Joey. She's taking her time. Yeah, Okay, so this is actually one of my favourite, I guess, semi-precious gems in jewellery. And this is a smaller piece. Ooh, 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 ooh. Come on, focus. You're gonna focus. You come on, camera. I know it's nice, but oh, that'll do. It's Tanzanite. Tanzanite links the mind and the heart, the enhanced spiritual perception, compassionate self-expression, adherence to truth, wind energy, as well as being connected to the heart, throat, third eye, crown, and soul star chakras. I really like this piece because it was kind of fanned, and oh god, I don't know. Why aren't you focusing? You see how it fans? That's lovely, isn't it? I don't actually have a raw piece of Tanzanite, so I was intrigued to get one. According to Robin Simmons, it's one of the most valuable of all metaphysical stones. It is the stone which most effectively integrates the energies of mind and heart, helping one to remain centered in the heart wisdom while evaluating the ideas of the active mind. It opens a cascade of thoughts and insights that keeps one anchored. When one's eyes rest upon Tanzanite stones of good quality and colour, one is stirred by their beauty. It is good to wear Tanzanite as jewellery because it spreads self-awakening. So there you go. According to Naisha Asian, it activates the third eye, crown and etheric chakras, producing visions, messages and information from the higher vibrational sources. A link between heart and mind again. My mind and heart meet like reunited lovers, and I enter their spiritual spiral dance of joy. So that's lovely. Right, I'm just going to plug the camera in because I had to stop with the phone ringing. I need to plug it in, so one moment. Apologies about that. Right, so we're doing well this morning. It's because it's madness like it usually is. Right, so for me Tanzanite, I've kind of avoided it in some ways because it has long been a crystal of my heart, and it has things in my past which are quite painful associated with it, to do with ex-serious lovers and things of that nature, but I've decided that it's time to put all of that behind me and just connect with the beauty of the crystal for what it is. So there we go, that's a lovely little piece of Tanzanite. Let's just show the bottom if it'll, because I thought that was kind of cool how it looks like a river between two rocks. There we go. The river between the heart and mind. Right, so the final piece is kind of completely different. But this is a slab of petrified wood. And I've bought little bits and pieces of petrified wood before. And I will read to you the meanings, and then we're going to discuss the piece itself. Right, so from the Book of Stones. Experts refer to this as the pseudomorphosis of chalcedony or jasper or opal after wood. If wood after death is quickly covered with fine-grained sedimentary rock, this allows for petrification. Growth rings, outer bark and even wormholes in the wood can be preserved in this process. Most petrified wood is brown or grey, although some pieces contain yellow, black and even blue or violet hues. Now if you see, there is blue and violet hues in my piece, which is part of the reason I got it. Okay, Robert Simmons. Petrified wood is a stone of patience, of slow steady growth towards the goal of spiritual transformation. Trusting the flow of life and evolution, and that divine timing is better than to schedule one's desires might prefer. Gradually strengthening the body. Great stability, especially for those who suffer with the spine or skeletal structure. It also instills strength of character and living by one's ideals. Gives one a sense of peace during times of change. Even simply looking at one of these stones and imagining the existence of a tree millions of years ago can remind one of the vastness of the great wheel of life and surrendering to the inevitable turnings. Assists in past life recall. It's useful for grounding insights one gains from these memories, making the connections between the issues and themes of previous incarnations and the concerns of one's current life. It helps one turn past weakness into new strength. And then from Nasia Asian, it's a stone of roots, beginnings, and ancient knowledge. It embodies the knowledge of old ones of the earth, the ancient trees that witnessed the earliest, most pristine days of this planet. Petrified wood assists one in connecting with and gaining knowledge from one's ancient roots. It helps us remember times when humans of all races walked in balance with the earth, gaining knowledge and wisdom from nature's kingdoms. Powerful stone for earth healers. Etc. Petrified wood embodies spirit in form. It is a teacher of beauty and power of the physical realms. It helps one to receive and learn lessons of being embodied, a conscious spirit of the earth. Wonderful support for all types of physical healing. Affirmation. I grow and evolve slowly, steadily, and with strength and patience, drawing from the lessons of my soul's history. I'm not a very patient person in general, so it's kind of something that I need energy-wise in my life. I'm also completely and utterly obsessed with trees and tree energy. It's something which, for me, is probably single-handedly the best manifestation of how I feel about the incredible beauty of Earth, and connecting with, having roots in the ground and branches in the air, the tree of life, the energy of trees themselves. I connect very easily and very well to spirits of trees. I've had some incredible, amazing journeys with trees. I go and speak to my local trees whenever I need to. Like a hippie or a witch. So there is that. And for me, this piece is incredible. It has this beautiful, the bark around the edge and the rings, and then it has this incredible influx of different colours into it. And I looked at it and I was like, this is a spell slab. What I mean by that is probably not candles, because I don't want to ruin it or anything, but with regards to like placing crystals on top of it in order to create a spell work. So seeing as, yeah, they're here. Right, seeing as I've got my moonstones from Anjon on hand, I'll grab some of those. How many have we got? 5, perfect. Okay, so if it were me, and it's quite heart-shaped as well, heart of a tree, I like that. Right, so no, you want to go down there. Alright. And that sort of creates a star on top, you see, and then you're creating like this spell platform to create this synergy of energies around it and sort of create crystals within crystal energies and send that spiraling out with your intention and things. Or possibly, placing certain images on top. And you look at it and it looks like a story. It looks like a story crystal, like you could get lost in it. It's almost like a tree portal into a different world. That's what it looks like to me looking at it. And trees are like that anyway, but with petrified wood being so synonymous with an ancient way of life, it really does draw you in, like you could leap into it. It looks like it's a portal. It looks like a world. I mean, it's insanely beautiful. And I was just like blown away by this piece. I had to have it, and I will be working with it this week, no doubt. So there you go. Those are my new crystal babies and a couple of candles, which I grabbed hold of because I felt like doing some extra dedication and things. So I said I'd share them, and I have, and I know it's another whole video, oh no, but I hope you enjoyed it, and it's just a little bit of something lighter and sharing and things, so many blessings.